Hi. How are you guys tonight?
Good, how are you? What's going on?
What's going on? Okay, obviously, Black Monday. You guys, I know you were 9 years old at the time of the crash. I don't know how old you were, but what was that time period like for you, and why did you choose to create Black Monday?
Yeah, I was probably 9. Yeah, actually my birthday is October 20th, so I turned 9 years old the day after Black Monday. And my dad was a soybean trader, which is sort of similar. It was in Chicago, not in New York. So I can only imagine what he was thinking, like sitting there at my 9th birthday, as I'm sure I was complaining for him to like fill up more water balloons or something while like basically the world was burning around us and I had no clue. So I don't know, yeah. But as far as why we came up with the idea, I don't know, just we throw around a lot of ideas for a long time and we somehow landed on that one, you know. It seemed like a crazy time that seemed very funny, but at the same time incredibly heartbreaking and sad and scary, you know, in a world where people lose everything in a day and jump to their deaths, but at the same time have robot butlers and things like that. Seems like a good place for like a dramedy, you know what I mean?
Okay, and what about yourself at the time of the crash and being part of Black Monday?
I might have been at that birthday party. It's very possible. We've known each other a long time. I might have been at that birthday party. Yeah, no, the show was just, it felt like such a fun way to do the most high stakes world you could possibly be in, but kind of taking the piss out of it and like having as much fun with it and kind of fucking with the form. And we're doing dramatic cliffhangers, but we're still doing like shitty one-liner jokes and like I don't know, we're trying this very much this tonally strange thing and getting a huge kick out of doing it. We wanted to do this for a long time, is to see can a hard comedy exist if we put it in this world of mystery and intrigue and stuff, and I guess we'll see.
Talking about, I'm going to say bleeping with the form. Saw that Lamborghini out there, super stretched out. Who came up with that? That is awesome.
Gosh, I don't even remember. I mean, we both came up with it at some point, I'm sure.
Image of excess, a stretched Lamborghini limousine, and the line from the show is, Andrew Rannells' character is making fun of Don Cheadle's character, and he says, but it gets none of the speed of a Lamborghini and none of the comfort of a limousine. And Don's character says, yeah, but it costs twice as much as both. And so the idea is just this era of excess of, I mean, that's what, for us, that was the fun of it, is that it was a little bit, when two guys pulled up at a stoplight, it was who had the nicer car, who had the nicer clothes. It was very much like an ugly time of excess that felt like fun to make fun of.
But it definitely sounds like a very great reflection of what we see today with social media. A lot of comparisons there. We see a lot of wealth, more than what we were exposed to before social media existed. So going through this notion of having the worst, let's crash in history of Wall Street, and younger generations are obviously going to be watching this because you have such a diverse and great cast. What do you hope that, let's say, the millennial younger spectrum of that generation takes away from this show?
Wow. Nice. I hope they take away a Showtime subscription and watch the show. I think that would be my #1 goal for the show, is for people to watch it. I don't know. I mean, I hope people take something from it, to be honest. It's rare that you even get to make a show, much less get people to watch it and have some reaction to it. I hope, I don't know. I mean, when we look at the show, it feels a little bit like, I wish we could be looking back 30 years ago and be saying like, wow, it's amazing how far we've come since then, but it actually feels like the world hasn't changed nearly enough. So I think, I don't know, maybe they watch it and they say we're going to change things quicker, because I guess we didn't do that good of a job over the last 30 years.
No, I think that's a pretty decent answer. Yeah.
Then just going down to the cast, how important was it for you to have Don Cheadle representing basically what caused the crash in a very hilarious sense?
Well, we don't know that he's who caused the crash. We say we don't know who caused the crash.
It's still a mystery.
It is a mystery. It will be a combination of a lot of factors of why the crash happened.
Most of all, like, what was important for you to have such a diverse cast? Why?
Well, it was hugely to have diversity behind the camera, in front of the camera was a priority, but especially telling this story, it's really all about these outsiders. So for us, it had to be Don Cheadle, his character Moe's firm is all about hiring the people that could not get hired anywhere else. And so that felt to us like such a timely story to tell right now.
Amazing. Thank you so much for talking to us at AfterBuzz.
Yeah,
Have a wonderful night. I'm excited to see it.
Thank you.
Lovely
Enjoy
meeting
the
you.
show.
Yes, for sure. 20th.